Good afternoon, Bayside. KKTY, Bayside. Coming at you. That's for all the Saved by the Bell fans out there. I was born in 83. So like an 80s baby. But I feel like the real big years where all this media comes at you, where that you really absorb it, is from school age. So in 1990 I was 7, and then in 2017, I think 7 to 17 years of age is when you really absorb all that stuff. So big Saved by the Bell fan. I was also really into Ninja Turtles, and but I was influenced by my older siblings too, that showed me a lot of 80s movies that came out when I was probably like 4 or 5, but then I watched them in the 90s, like Just One of the Guys and Teen Wolf and all those movies. But anyway, welcome to another episode of Commute with me, episode 3. I am driving home now. It's a little different than the other 2 episodes. I just finished my this week was a little crazy. I finished my 10th. Today was my 10th day in a row of driving to work. So I'm one of the last remaining people that still go to the office 5 days a week. Never worked from home. Actually, with this company, I worked from home in March of 2020, and by June, July of 2020, I was already back to work. I am envious of people that get to work from home. I do not work from home. I'm in the office 5 days a week, 10 to 6, Monday to Friday, and sometimes I do have to work a weekend, and then I'll have like a Monday off or a Friday off or something. But last Monday and Tuesday, I was in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, with my family. So because I was, we were there from Friday to Tuesday. So since I was off Monday, Tuesday, I worked Saturday, Sunday. So I worked, when I got back, I worked Wednesday to Sunday, and then Monday to Friday, back to back. So I've had 10 long days, and now looking forward to going home, spending the weekend with my family. Monday is Passover, so I took that day off. And Sei gesund to you, my Jewish brothers out there. Happy Passover. Matzah. Manischewitz. And my mom is over now, cooking a nice big meal for everybody. And what else? Going home. One of the things I realized when I was driving before I logged on is how much I rely on, I don't even know what it's called, but when you drive, there's a little yellow light in your mirror, in your side mirrors here, that light up when a car is in your blind spot. And I rely heavily on this little yellow light. I don't even look. If I see a car over there, and then there's a yellow light, as soon as that light goes off, I know that he is well far behind me, that I can just jump in front. If this light is not going to work one day, I'm going to crash. So I rely heavily on that light. And it's a nice feature to have. But then I see other people's mirrors, and they all have this light on. I don't know when this little light was invented, or when it started showing up in cars, maybe in the 70s or 80s, I have no idea, but it's an awesome feature on a car. And there's a button here to turn it off. Why would you ever turn that light off? So I turn like this, like in Clueless. Turn with your head, not the whole car. I swear to God, woman, you can't drive for shit. That's from Clueless. So I got another, it is 7:01 p.m., 59 minutes to 8 p.m. It is 57 degrees Fahrenheit. I got another 28 miles to go. It is smooth sailing, no traffic. Usually there's less traffic driving home on a Friday. And I had some I had a weird lunch today. So I don't know why this keeps, that's what I was going to talk about because I just passed through Mahwah. So Mahwah is a town in New Jersey. $3.47 a gallon, but usually I will fill up. I filled up already this morning. But right over here, Valero, I usually go to... Oh, okay, $3.57, cash or credit. So usually when you fill up gas, cash is the lowest price. It's usually an extra 10 cents for credit card. Right here, $3.59, $4.09 with credit card. That's insane. But a couple days ago, I filled up my tank for $3.17 a gallon. Now it's $3.57. I said, why the hell did gas jump up 50 cents a gallon overnight? And it's because of what's going on in Iran. But in Mahwah, New Jersey, for anybody, for all my East Coast, Northeast Coast fans, Northeast region, if you pass through Mahwah, New Jersey, that is where you will get the cheapest gas per gallon, and it's full service. They fill up your gas in New Jersey. I usually go to this Valero because it's the same price for cash or credit. So the price you see is what you pay, and then I always pay with credit card because I get 2% cash back when I fill up my gas with my Visa, Amazon Prime credit card. I do all my So a long time ago, I used to have a JetBlue card, and I would visit my parents live in Florida, and I'd get like 2 or 3 free flights a year. But now we don't travel as much because we got the 2 kids. So I said, okay, I got to put my money elsewhere. Where do I do most of my spending? On Amazon. All right, this guy wants to ride my ass. I will move. Feel free to ride the next person's ass. Okay. So I get 2% cash back when I fill up gas. I get 5% back when I shop on Amazon. So that's the card I use now. So, look at it with a giant piece of wood hanging out. All right, so that's not. I thought it was a cop. But I have a card from my boy. He gave me his badge number, and he gave me one of those little cards. I think a lot of people have those cards, but it's the first time I have one of these cards now. So it has his name and badge number on the back. He said, you give it to them. And he was actually very nice. He said, you can even call me, FaceTime me if you get pulled over. Give the phone to the cop. I'll talk to him and he'll be fine. Which I feel like is even more powerful than the car. But anyway, I was going to say something before I started talking about Mahwah, but I already forgot. Oh, my lunch. So I don't know why these videos are always about like saving money, but I work in a very expensive neighborhood in, all of Manhattan is expensive, but the Upper West Side. A bagel with a little bit of whitefish on there. Guess how much a bagel with whitefish on is in the Upper West Side? I think it's from Pick a Bagel around the corner. You can take a guess. All right, finish guessing. $16 for a bagel with whitefish. I never got it. My colleague got it. I was like, $16? It's crazy. What I do is I bring my lunch to work. Because around there you can't spend, honestly, unless you're going to have a slice of pizza, and over there is like $3, you're spending $10-15 a day on lunch. I bring my lunch with me, and it usually consists of leftovers from the night before, and I usually just like to clean out my fridge. So, and then my colleagues make fun of me. So this truck is very close. It'll be like a little piece of lasagna, some like chicken nuggets that my daughter didn't finish the night before, and some baby carrots, maybe some little tomatoes, and a leftover salad, throw that in there. So I end up coming to work with like a big Tupperware filled with just random stuff, and then usually people congregate around my desk. They're like, oh, let's see what Ari has for lunch today, and they're like, oh God, oh that's so gross, blah blah blah. I'm like, guess what? I just say $15. You're gonna go have a nice fancy lunch, and probably then you pay for Uber Eats. It's gonna charge you another $12 for delivery. And these are the same people that say, I'm broke, I don't have any money, so expensive. And I'm like, I've probably saved millions of dollars by bringing my lunch to work with me. Sometimes I end up in the bathroom for a half an hour afterwards, but that's besides the point.